Okay, this could be the most epic episode ever, or quite possibly the worst. Just so you know, those who have actually seen kind of the Facebook post leading up to this, yes, at this very moment, I am drunk. Yes, indeed. This episode is brought to you by at least 9 shots of Smirnoff vanilla flavored vodka. Be sure to ask for it by name. But anyway, so yes, I'm drunk. But anyway, today's episode is going to be the one that I was kind of hinting at in an earlier episode, where I was going to basically have very deep thoughts about a very simple subject. So that, coupled with my previous statements, should have most of my audience laughing, going, he's gonna screw up big time. Which is could be true. Who knows? But we've just started, so you don't know yet. Those who are watching, my tens of viewers. But basically, this episode is going to, well, as you've read by the title at this point, I am deconstructing the game. Yes, the game. Some of you know it, some of you don't. But yet, all of you are playing, whether you realize it or not. So, basically, the game, for those of you who don't know, is it's a game, obviously, invented in 1977 by the members of the Cambridge University Science Fiction Society, who regularly meet at the Horse and Groom Pub, King Street, Cambridge, the United Kingdom, to drink and discuss games theory. Which I saw that, I'm like, you know what? They were drunk and invented this, so I should be drunk to discuss it. Simple logic. So basically, new toy, by the way, for those of you who have noticed it, donated by another fan. Yes, if you get a show, people may donate stuff to you. My very new and very awesome quad-core laptop, which sadly enough is the most powerful computer in my arsenal right now. It blows my desktops away. But I digress. Anyway, the game, for those of you who are unaware of its existence, also note the rocking 3 Tigers shirt. Yes, not to be confused with the 3 Wolf shirt. Look that up on the internet. But the 3 Tigers shirt, donated by Tommy of the Unicycle Factory. Look that up online. The premier maker of unicycles on the planet. But anyway, the game. Here are the rules of the game. If you think about the game, you lose.
That means you just lost.
But fear not. There's a lesson. And we'll get to that. So, now, you're thinking to yourself, number one, he's finally drunk. It's true. And number two, why would I discuss such a simple concept? Well, there's many, many things to learn from this. Things that people don't necessarily, well, let's put it in the basic terms. It is a game, true. Is it a game? True. Because it requires players. Players who are playing the game. And in this case, it is players who may or may not even know that they are playing. That's the cool part. This game is so insipid, yes, look that word up, that people who aren't even aware of the game's existence are playing the game. So, And here's a cool thing to do for those of you who are aware of the game. Wait till you're in a crowded room with a bunch of people. Simply stand up if they're sitting and say, "The game!" Which means that everyone in that room has just lost. How fucking cool is that? So, what can we learn from this game? This very simplest of games. Hello, emergency food supply. She's in heat, so she wants to fuck everything. Yes. No, I'm the wrong species. But anyway, what can we learn from this? Well, number one, a lot of you out there are thinking, well, games must be fun. It's a game. Shouldn't it be fun? No, it doesn't have to be fun. Let's boil it down. A game requires players and an objective. Not necessarily objectives to win or to lose even, but simply objectives. Players need to achieve objectives. And this game is simplicity in itself. It is most elegant in its construction. This game is perfect. I dare say this is the perfect game. It requires no materials for it to be played. The number of players is irrelevant because technically everyone is playing. The rules are very simple. There's only one. Does it have to be? People think, well, games should be fun. Good. I'm not having fun playing it. Fuck fun. It's a game. Games exist to be games and nothing else. Yeah, if you want to actually sell your game, you better make a fun game. But games don't care. Games are like the universe. They just exist or they don't exist. This game exists despite your expectations or your wants or your desires. It simply is. Much like the universe. It doesn't give a shit about you. It could say, fuck you, I don't care about you. I'm the fucking universe. I don't give a shit. You're either in me or you're not in me. Reminds me of a couple girlfriends I've been. Anyway, but the game. Materials, none. Players, infinite. Objectives, clearly defined. Impossible to cheat. You can't cheat at the game. I win the game! No, you lost because you just thought about it. That's the rules. If you think about the game, I haven't even described the rules yet. That's how drunk I am. Here are the rules to the game.
Pay attention, class. If you think about the game, you lose.
Which means everyone currently watching this episode
has lost the game.
Think about it. No setup time. No organization of teams. No consideration for the players involved. No cares in the world about how you feel about it. No strategy. No setup. Nothing. It is the most pure form of a game that has ever been devised by humankind. It is a marvelous construct, I believe, in my opinion, because there are so many things to take away from this game. Games don't have to be fun, but they better be if you're wanting to fucking make money off of it. They don't require materials, but once again, if you're wanting to make money off of it, you better put it in a format that people can buy. But accessibility. Everybody is playing this game right now. So, yeah. I think a lot of game designers can learn a lot from this game. Oh, you're probably wondering what I'm holding here. These are Nerf darts. I have recently discovered there was a sale over at the Kmart here in town. Man, this thing is fun. I have never realized how much fun firing off Nerf darts could be. But that is just fun. But the game. If you think about the game, you lose. Simple, easily understood. Rules anyone can grasp. No quibbling, we need to go to the instant replay on this. No, there's no instant replay. You either win it or you lose it. And nobody wins because everybody loses. It's the even playing field. It doesn't care who you are, what your name is, how much money you have. Nothing. It takes none of those things into consideration. It is the great equalizer. If you think about the game, you lose. How cool is that? I can't say enough about it. It's that cool. So what can we take away from this, aside from what I've already told you about? Game designers possibly are overthinking things. I mean, games don't have to be fun, but they better be. If you're wanting to play that game again. Games bring people together. Not necessarily. You can play it by yourself. But most games are designed to be fun and bring people together. They don't have to. But those are the ones, think about this. I want you, as a game player, which those who watch my show, I'm assuming are game players at this point. Think about some of the best times you've had playing a game. Those are some awesome times. Those are times you're not going to forget. It's one of those, remember that one time we were playing? Oh, dude, that was great. Games are designed to be fun. Well, most of them. Because there are some shitty games out there. Hell, just look up Drake of the 99 Dragons. Look that game up. Try to play that game. Good luck. Mostly widely considered to be one of the worst games of all time. I mean, shitty games. I mean, you guys thought Aquaman for the Xbox was bad. Wow. No. Drake of the 99 Dragons for the original Xbox is probably the worst game of all times. I mean, I'm not talking about difficult. Don't tell me Bayou Billy was really hard. You can win that game and have kind of a sense of accomplishment about play. No. Drake of the 99 Dragons and Aquaman are simply some of the worst games ever. Poor game design, just bad games. It's like sex. You only know you've had good sex if at some point you've had some bad sex. That's how we know when the good sex happens. Like, whoa, that's some good sex. You have to have something to measure. Point of comparison. Which these games give you. Seriously, if you go play fucking Farmville, looks like a dream sequence if you've played Drake of the 99 Dragons. Yes, I've just hit the internet with a Nerf dart. But anyway, so game designers, those of you looking to build games, make games, for people like me, not necessarily game reviewers, but game players. I mean, let's cut through the bull here. I am a game reviewer. I review other things as well, but primarily I review games, because that's what I spend most of my time doing. I play games. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm good at these games. Hell, I'm kind of some of my favorite games, I'm really bad at. If someone was one of my favorite games of all time is Dawn of War, the original Dawn of War. If someone was to challenge me to play a game of Dawn of War, pretty much guaranteed you're going to kick my ass. But some of the most fun times I've ever had is just sitting there playing against the computer at a game of Dawn of War. Love that game. If you have a chance to pick up that game, do it. It won Game of the Year every year it came out, and every time the expansion came out, that expansion won Game of the Year every time it came out. Classic, awesome RTS game. Puts Warcraft to shame, puts Starcraft to shame, all that shit to shame. Dawn of War, buy it. Good game. Hell, play the demo. I played the shit out of the demo. Soulstorm, before it came out, they released the demo to kind of make you, get you a tease to want to buy it. I played the shit out of that demo. Oh my God! People were like calling up, "What are you doing?" "I'm playing the demo. Leave me alone." Because it was awesome. Good game. I'm throwing darts at the internet. No. Anyway, but the game. Several lessons we can take from this. Games don't care about you. Games just are. But it's the person playing the game that defines the game, in my opinion. So, there are people who play certain games and really love them. Games are about the player. Without a player, a game is nothing. I know I'm delving into deep philosophy here, but fuck it. I don't care. It's my show. I can do what I want. There are many things to be learned from the game. That's just cool. A game defines the player. And the player defines the game. It doesn't even matter if you're good at it or not. It's what you bring to the table when you play your game. Because every single one of you out there has a game that you love. Be it chess, pinochle, poker, fucking... What is that stupid... they played it on the James Bond game, the James Bond movie. Texas Hold'em, that stupid fucking game that everyone wanted to play for like 5 minutes. Granted, that probably isn't going to define your life unless that's what you do, because nearly every game in existence you can make money at if you're that good at it. But for those of us who can't make money at our game, at least find a game for you. Find your game. Not necessarily the game that defines you, but the game that makes you happy. I guess it's because I'm drunk, but when I talk to people and I have conversations with them, and then it's time for either I to leave or the person I'm talking to leave me, my usual last words to them are have fun. For those of you who know me, you know this is true. Have fun. Because, once again, I'm drunk. But we're only here for a limited time. Limited time only! Act now. Seriously, act now. But I think when we're not dealing with the issues that we need to deal with, life, getting food, um, securing your place in the world, putting a roof over your head. I mean, don't neglect your life for a game, but it's like playing an instrument. I believe everyone should play an instrument, or sing, or something. Also, I believe everyone should at least have one game that they enjoy. Play a game. Play a game by yourself. Play a game with others. It does not matter. But games, I believe, are important to our mental well-being. For one thing, some games even improve the player. Like if you play chess on a regular basis, you're going to become smarter. It's proven. If you play chess on a regular basis, you will become more intelligent. That's pretty cool. You're not going to school. You're not taking a class. You're not whatever. You're playing a game. And you're improving yourself. And I believe every game does that. Because, all of us have had that noob moment when you're playing a game for the first time and you don't know shit and you get your ass handed to you. Even if it's someone who's teaching you the game and is being very nice to you and kind of allowing shit to slide, you're still getting your ass kicked. But you are learning the fundamentals of what you need to know about this particular game or whatever. But if you like this game, even after all of that, and you continue to play, you start to plan. You start to devise. You start to conceive. Your mental processes change as you apply yourself to your game. Tell you what, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to challenge each and every member of my tens of viewers, all of you out there, and those who are going to watch in the future who aren't watching yet. Find your game. I don't even mean let it define you or anything like that. Nothing so esoteric as that. But find something. Find that game that makes you happy. Could be playing by yourself. Could be solitaire. I don't give a shit. Could be fucking tic-tac-toe. If that makes you happy, play it. Because I believe a life devoid of games is not a life worth living. My humble opinion. I could be wrong. But just from my experience in life and the shit that I've gone through, games have made my life better. Some of my best memories are games. The best game I ever played is Chrome Hounds. It's an Xbox 360 game. It no longer exists. Sega shut down the servers. For those of you who know me, I will no longer support Sega because of this. I will no longer buy Sega products. I will no longer support Sega in any way. Hell, even when I'm forced to write their name or type their name into something, Sega is in capital letters, I don't even give them capital letters because they took my game. They took it away. That was my game. That was the best game I've ever played. It's not the only good game I've ever played. There's still some good games out there. But in my personal experience, your mileage may vary. In my personal experience, Chrome Hounds, at the time that it was active, defined me. It was something I had always wanted once I had it and didn't know that I wanted it. It was
I'm getting teary here. It brought me to where I never knew I wanted to be. So you can kind of tell where I'm coming from when I'm discussing games. This isn't the alcohol. Though it probably made things easier. Oh, I'm not having sex with you. I'm the wrong species. Though if you have a cat that wants to be bred, she's in heat for the moment. So just bring your cat over, and you'll have little cats that go at odd times of the month. But anyway, so for those of you who had any doubts about my passion for games, there it is. Sega! Games define us, whether we play them or not. Games make us happy. Games piss us off. You know the type. Your team loses, you are pissed. You are sad. Fuck! My football team I follow just fucking lost. They're not going to the Super Bowl. Fuck! Games bring out things in us. My challenge stands. Find your game. Find something that moves you and makes you happy. It's and it's a testament to these games. Chrome Hounds, Warstorm, Mech Duels, Planet Storm. If I didn't give a shit about these games, do you think I'd be having this reaction? No. These are the things that move us. These are the things that define us, whether we want them to or not. Simple, complex, depends on the person. Certain games aren't for everybody. Heck, on my last review, I redid the Space Marine review. I had it in that conversation with one of my viewers. My review actually made this viewer not want to play this game. And I'm like, well, that means I've succeeded, in a way. I informed you to the point where you knew, according to what you like in a game, that this game is not for you. Not every game is for everybody. That's fine. I mean, you've got all these people that play, you should watch football, you should watch basketball, you should do this, do that. No, you should do what you want to do. You should do what makes you happy. Games make me happy. The games I like make me happy. Doing this show makes me happy. Drinking, not so much. Fuck, I don't even drink that much. I think this is the first time I've been drunk in about 4 years. I always tell people I get drunk every other year when I remember it. So, anyway, the game. Yes. The gamut of emotions has been discovered and developed and inspected and on this show. But, I don't know. What do you think? I want to hear from you, the viewers. Tell me in the comments below some of your best games that you've played. Not necessarily, even the monumental triumphs. Hell, even some of the spectacular losses have been, worthy of tale and song. Hell, some of the best battles that we recorded in history have been losses. The 300 story, the story about the Spartans at Thermopylae. They lost. But you're never, ever going to forget that story. Because they played the game very well. So, my tens of viewers. Find your game. If you haven't already, play it. Enjoy it. If it's one I've recommended, cool. If not, it's all good. There's games I don't even know about. It's all good. But find your game. Find something that you want to play. Find something that makes you happy. And most importantly, have fun out there. So, as far as future episodes, there's going to be more. What we're going to do is, at some point, Leonard Pig, I don't know if you guys saw, I went on IUK Radio, the internet radio they have, radiofree.org, and did an episode, or did a show with Leonard Pig. That was fucking awesome. I would love to do that again. I think he sort of invited me to another episode, but we'll see. I'm not, but I'm going to have him as a guest host on this show as soon as we define the topic for us to discuss on camera. But, so, more stuff to come. So, fear not, dear tens of viewers. I will be back. Emergency food supply will be back. It checks the perimeter. You've probably seen him running around. Were you on camera today? He's laying around being lazy. But, so, future episodes, I've got more stuff to come. So, I'm never going to run out of material because there's always some stupid shit out there to discuss. Also, I'm going to be discussing some anime in the future. I've got some ideas in my head for a future episode where I'm going to really delve into, because honestly, I've not talked about television. I always tell people, movies, television, and games. I haven't talked about anything television related so far. That'll be corrected. But anyway, all of you out there, thanks for watching. I mean, I don't have very many people that watch this show, but it's not about that. I'm having fun doing the show. So thanks to those that are watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, have fun out there.